Hi, and welcome to another episode of Rip Tech Labs. Now in this episode, I'm going to be changing the fans out in my Elegoo Saturn Resin 3D printer because they are terminally noisy. Now, I realized once I put this here that this is not exactly the ideal configuration for where my cameras are. I got them all set up with my audio actually working correctly. I changed that camera off. This one doesn't have nearly that wide angle this close up, so I'm gonna have to do a little more tweaking, but this thing is like doesn't fit. Hopefully when I get it apart you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So let's see if I can turn this thing on and see just how noisy this bugger is. Now I'm replacing these fans anyway. Where it was really noisy. Those things were like, wow, you mean, and I moved it over here and turned it on and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It quieted them down. Which, okay, if the bearings got jostled a little bit, it could do that. So, I mean, these fans are loud anyway, but they just take a listen. Takes a second to boot up and kick them in. Yeah, and see, now they're quiet. That figures. I can't get the audio of what they sounded like before, but anyway. We're going to change them out because, trust me, they're loud. So, let's unplug our power. And I have not taken this thing apart at all, so I have no idea what I'm doing. What does it look like on the bottom? Okay, so there are Allen heads here, and on the other side, probably the same thing. No, that's a solid piece. Okay. So to get in here, I'm betting this top comes off with all these little hex head, Allen heads, M3/4. I don't know. Did I get the right one? Oh yeah, on the first try even. That's pretty good. So, what do we got? We got these two, these three, and then there's one. Oh, just trust me, it's underneath the riser here. And then this whole thing should come off the top. I hope. No, except it won't do that. Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go look online and see if I can figure out exactly how to get into this without tearing it apart permanently. So, stand by. Okay, so yeah, it looks like I was right that there's just these 9 screws that have to come out. So let's get to work. Awesome, my little lamp's got a little divot for stuff like this. Okay, now, if I understand this correctly, I should be able to... Oh, these guys on this side right here, there's a side panel here. And those got to come off too. And that is a different hex, so I got to get that. Is that the right one? Oh yeah. Okay, so there's no resin in it, so. Yeah. Give him the old crack 'em. Come loose, you little booger heads. These are kind of tight. Well, come on. There we go. Boy, yeah, those are a little tight. Which is fine. Yeah, I really should get a bigger bench or something. Sorry, I'm not switching camera angles very often here. It's because, well, I mean, pretty obvious. And yes, I do have a screen protector on this for other obvious reasons. Now, let's see if we can take this off now. This panel comes out the side, kind of all at the same time here. Oh wow, yeah, okay. So, yep, here we go. All right. Ooh, crap! There's a freaking cable here that I do not want to break. The limit switch cable here is kind of a problem. Can I just pull this connector out? There we go. And this ribbon cable here, you can't see it, but trust me, that ribbon cable has got to come out. Will that just pull? Oh good, that's a ribbon thing too, and not a freaking, well that's fun. What's the bottom of this look like? I really don't want to tear this cable up. Cable looks the same bottom as it does on the top, but it might be easier to get out on the bottom. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about this. This is kind of bad. I can't tip it all the way because then it'll stretch this cable too far. Ay. God blast it. Okay. Yeah, this cable's got to come out. Oh, look, that's just taped on there. Yeah, you can't see what I'm talking about. Got to get this cable out. How does that? Almost like it's not supposed to pop out. Which to me seems rather stupid. Don't want to tear this cable up. I don't want to yank on the cable. I'm not sure what the proper procedure here is. See, I have a history with forcing things and breaking things. If it's not really obvious, you know, at first, then you go, well, I want this move, and then you eventually do something stupid, too hard, too fast, too much push, you know, that kind of thing, and something breaks, usually something expensive, and I don't want to happen today. Let's see if I can get this screen. I cannot. Oh, for crying out loud. I don't understand. This should come off. Don't want to pull on the key. Oh, I don't know, man. That's awful. Awful harsh. That's not a flip connector, is it? No. Alright, time out whilst I figure out how this cable comes off here, because that's not helpful. So then the motor cable, yeah, but I still can't lay this down. Oh, wait a minute. Will it go without tearing it up? No, but if I set it down on top of something, get my trusty electrosol solder can. Yeah. Ooh, that was close. Now, something else I want to be careful of while I'm doing this is to not touch this, because I don't want to get my greasy fingerprints all over this. So, let me go put a pair of gloves on, just because. Alright, now, so, we have to get this fans plural, and I did go ahead and buy replacements. These are, let's see, Winsons. They are 5010, 24 volt, okay? I believe I got the dual ball bearings, so they should last forever and be relatively silent. Not the intense grinding noise that I was hearing, trust me, it's not doing it now, but yeah. Let's have a gander at these wiring connections and see what we got. Okay, so The main thing I'm concerned with is making sure the polarities line up on these connectors. And if I carefully disconnect this one, cool, the polarity is the same on them. Okay, which is good. That means this is just a simple matter of unscrewing these fans and screwing them in and plugging them in, and then reversing the whole process. So stand by. And then I set the electric cell can down on top of my Allen wrenches. Let me go get some different ones. It's the right size. It's too big. Okay. Go steal them off my printers in there. Let's see. Okay, so bingo. One of these days I'm going to get a proper set of bits, you know, those nifty little electric screwdrivers. Hey, that's cool. Came with the little parts bin there. Nice. Ah. Yeah, gloves were a good idea because, like I said, I don't want to get my hands on this. Now, is it going to work at that angle? Ooh. Come on. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I also don't want to scratch it up with the Allen wrench, so care is required. Can I just finger them out right in? Okay, there's another one. So, ooh, careful, I don't want to hear that clicking of that on there. Alright, there's the fan, there's the grill, and there's the screw. Okay. So these are Dongri Rindustrial Shenzhen CO Limited DC 24 volt 5010. I don't think this is ball bearing, but I could be wrong. These are even tighter than that, so I'm going to have to really take my time here. So let's just speed this up. Now, if you've never seen a resin printer, you're looking at this going, what in the is that? Well, this is a resin 3D printer, right? Right. So what happens is there's a little vat that goes on top of this side right here that's full of resin, right? And then that big plate that I was staring directly at earlier, that thing goes up and down to the bottom. It goes all the way down to the bottom, like a, I mean, minuscule, like 25, 50 micron layer height, right? And then this screen presents a mask so that this screen can light up the resin with the UV light. And then you do that like 600,000 times, depending on how many layers you have, and then you end up with a nice little Baby Yoda statue or whatever the heck you're printing. I mean, you know, I say that I've sold a lot of toys on Etsy with this thing. I really need to get some expense. The problem is resin, good engineering type resin is expensive. Oh boy, that's a tough one. And righty though. Yeah, okay. Alright, fans removed. A little ahead of myself there, huh? Behind this cable, and I don't want to tear up. I don't want to touch this cable any more than I have to. Accidentally tear it or wreck the connectors or something. I've done that before. Alright, we're out. Okay, so there's our fans, our old fans. Oh! I just dropped the tool down in there. Oh, good, there it is. I see it. Okay. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's right here. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. The way the camera's mounted, it won't let me. Oh well. Oi. Zoom back out. There we go. Alright, not that far. That's good. Okay. Let me get my pliers. That, of course, the thing is sitting on too. Oh, come here, you. No. There. Push this out of here. It's like Operation here. I hated that game. I hated that game. Because if you know, your hands shake on a little bit, even a little bit, you're screwed. Alright. New fans. Let's get these untied. It's so thoughtful of them to tie this in a knot. Why? Why would you do this? Why? I guess that way they don't come apart. I don't know. I mean, it's the double knot at that. What the hell? Okay. And of course that makes the wires all nice and twisted up. Let's see, I want the air blowing out. Pretty sure. Does it have airflow indicators? It does not. Well, that's neat. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to plug them both in, and we'll turn it on and see which way the wind blows. Pretty sure it blows away from the label. So we will see. I don't remember offhand because that's not something that lives in my head. Which direction, by default, these little fans go. Let me just double check. No, okay, so power. Where did my power go? Plug it in, turn it on, in case it powers up UV in my face. Yeah, here's blowing away from the fans. Okay. So now we need to put the grate on and put a couple screws in there to hold it. Please. There we go. There's one. Boy, I hope that's long enough. Oh yeah, that'll be long enough. What just fell out of that? Apparently I left that one screw in the hole on the fan. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. As long as these wires don't get in between the screens, then we'll be good. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can just wiggle those in enough to hold it. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Those are the bad ones. Where'd my other good one go? It's right here. This right there. Yeah. This is how I work all the time. I'm used to it. Well, no, this is wrong. Okay, and you know how I know this is wrong? See, I didn't look at them when I took them out. I should probably go back and watch the tape again, right? But you've got, I'll zoom in on this, you got this little insert here on the fan, right? You see how that goes in? And down here, these have a little standoff looking thing that goes inside of there. So I put the other one on wrong. I'm gonna bet you that it goes this way and it's actually blowing air into the fans. Which would explain the grate, to be honest. Now then, oh yeah, yeah, you can see that. That's exactly what it should look like. All right, lesson learned. Kind of a double insurance there. It's got the little grate on the outside and one on the inside in case something makes it through. You got a pretty good chance of stopping it. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and mount the rest of these up, and when I'm done, we'll turn it on and see what it sounds like. How do I have an extra screw? I wonder if that was wrong. Really? That's bizarre then, if that's true, because... Okay, let me take it back out and see. Yeah, okay. That actually makes sense, but it doesn't seem right. Okay, so they're all hooked back up. All that's left is to make sure that this is quiet. Hopefully it's quieter than it was before, even with no noise, but boot her up. Beep. Okay. I mean, it's still loud, but it's not... That is actually a little bit louder than the first one, wasn't it? But you know what? It's not going to make that terrible grinding noise that it was making that you guys didn't get to hear. So I'm going to call this a success. And this has been Riptech Labs. I'll see you in the next one.